Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's edition of the Just Us Review, where we like to take our favorite superhero-based shows and, even fictional shows, break them down and give you guys the nit and the grit of what's going on. And you guys know we don't hold back. Today, we got a special episode for you guys, but let's get into it.
All right, so who's first up to catch this slander?
Stepping up to the plate, it was a special and somber week this week. We had a lot of loss going on this week. But more in particular, we lost the Arrow show. We got the final episode of the season, and we had to say goodbye to a show that we spent 8 years in the making watching.
Okay, now, since I know this is the last one, and I haven't done it in a while, I feel like it's appropriate. I gotta let them know.
Give it to them.
We're gonna get into the good, we're gonna get into the bad, and we're gonna get into the laurel.
All right, first off, let's fire it off. The goods. The greats of this episode had to be the fight choreography that they did with whatever stuntman that they were using. This was one of the greatest fight scenes that I've seen in the history of this show.
You mean Bolivar King?
No.
That was.
No. I'm talking about Cream in the Mail.
Because that's who that was.
Whoever this stuntman is, Marvel needs to give him a call.
Exactly.
Because he was doing... This is the Green Arrow I've been hoping to see all season.
Do y'all remember there was... I know you probably never watched the movie, but I know you've seen the clip. There was a Resident Evil movie came out where Leon and Chris was gun kata with the zombies. That was this thing.
Exactly. I have been hoping to see this for a long... Like, the trick shots he was doing, how he was putting people down, how he was killing people. This is the show should have been one since day one.
How was the lighting?
The lighting was great. We saw everything that was going on.
When he jumped up in the sky and the moon was right there.
the silhouette of his hood and the shadow.
Here's the thing, when we was talking about all the episodes this final season needed to be bangers, this is what we was talking about.
So,
if you needed to get that motherfucker for all the episodes, you should have had him for all the episodes. Spend that fucking money. This series is over anyway.
It was one point where he grabs some dude's head, and I know the dude got hurt for real. He
slammed him against that pipe, and the pipe bit.
I'm like, that motherfucker dead.
I find it interesting. Okay, Arrow has been chasing that Daredevil one-pan hallway shot since Daredevil came out. Yeah. And whoever is in charge of the stuff is like, we're gonna get this and we're gonna get it right. And every season they kept trying to do it. So when I'm watching this, I'm like, y'all still trying to do this pan, ain't y'all? And then the shit was getting better and better, and I'm like, did the motherfucker from Daredevil? What?
and the piece de resistance is when this motherfucker fires off into the sky, jettisons up. Two people are shooting at him, takes him out with arrows, let's go, and then lands in the greatest superhero slide back pose I've ever seen in my life. I was like, where was this?
Exactly. Now that's how you Arrow. From now on, that's how you Arrow.
But we can't. So that was.
I hear the Arrow's over now.
So that was one of the. I was like, oh my god! I was like literally on the edge of my seat watching this action scene. And then another great of this episode is it happened at the end where there's a fire from the sky. It crashes into the earth and Diggle finally gets the Green Lantern.
First of all, do not give that.
I gotta give it because I've been expecting this since season 5.
You did not see a ring.
I saw enough.
You saw green light.
I saw enough.
That could have been his cue to go to black light.
Look,
that could have been. Look, since we know
that was in the suitcase.
for all I know, Lex Luthor and Supergirl was scrapping in Metropolis, and she threw the box with kryptonite away.
I'm not gonna.
And it went to where Diggle was.
I'm not gonna let you guys take this from me. I've been asking for this for the longest. But you know what?
You didn't get it.
But you know what? With those few goods that came down, then you get to the bad. And
So I do have one more good. I'm not gonna lie. There was a bit of sentimentality thin just about almost
The entire crew.
Yeah, most of the crew.
We got to see Ragman. We got to see Thea back in action.
Exactly.
Hold that thought.
Hell, I even liked that Anatoly showed up.
Yeah,
for
'cause I was
all
like,
the
are we-
bullshit that we went through with this character. Like he comes in and is like it felt like he had been a good guy since day one on the team. There are some characters that I need to throw shade at, but we'll get to the bad.
Yeah, like you said, when they did the assembly of everybody who's participated on the Arrow team and they all showed up, that was awesome. Now,
Was Evelyn there?
shut up.
Okay.
Who's Evelyn? I forgot.
The trader from
From like season 5.
Yeah.
I forgot about her.
So let's go
Which is
ahead.
weird considering, but go ahead.
So let's go ahead and get into those bads. My bad first. Why is it that we saw everybody suit up? Mr. Terrific couldn't suit up.
No.
Mr. One of the minorities on the team
He don't
couldn't
thug.
suit up.
He don't thug no more.
You got your other minority. It was Ragman.
Oh, and
You don't think Jewish people deserve to have a superhero?
So your suit becomes active miraculously
Near
after
the end of the series. Yeah, I know.
After Crisis,
Yeah.
we could have used you. You know.
Well, Oliver rebooted the world, so Ragman's suit never.
Hold on to that.
know.
Hold on to that for the Lord.
Why is it every time I mention? Okay, disclaimer: I didn't really watch the entire episode. I'm busy, man. I think I've seen 2 episodes of Arrow. This week.
So another bad that I got to get into is the whole point of them going to get Mia from the future. So they go. So Sarah
goes.
So
That was so fucking forced.
So she goes to the future to get Mia to bring her to the funeral. Why? That does not make sense.
First of all, that's kind of fucking morbid, for one thing.
Exactly.
Not just that, but we have been playing fast and loose with the time stream for the longest.
Yeah.
Why would you endanger the time stream for this?
So this is what I find funny and entertaining. Since you said endanger the time stream, I think when they brought her back to go to the funeral, they instigated the future, the original future.
The future back where Star City is.
Where Star City was garbage.
Yeah.
And let me tell you why. Because when she comes back, Felicity is like, she's a hero. I just saw her teasing. So you know what she gonna do when she get back to the house. She gonna kick the crib over and be like, train it tomorrow, bitch. You know this was gonna happen.
Not just that, but they just set up a paradox. So Mia ends up in the past, William gets kidnapped by some no name, and Mia ends up being the one that saves him. And then it's like Star City, they have a new vigilante inspired, pretty much to prop her up to make her see that she's a hero. Yeah. She ends up saving William in the past. You just created a fucking paradox in your new universe, because how does she save her when she wasn't even supposed to be there?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It's impossible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
why even go to that length to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Arrow don't time travel.
Another bad is that a majority of this episode was sucking the dick of Oliver's
but
ghost.
you knew that was gonna happen.
Exactly.
Not to this length.
Look, when Crisis started, they sent bibs to everybody. They was like, the next 3 episodes is gonna be a hootenanny. Buckle up. They also, did you not get the Vaseline? Did you not get the chapstick? This was happening. You knew this. I don't like it either. But we knew this was gonna happen.
At one point, I looked at Diggles like, bro, you ain't even got no.
Oh, he was magical black man in the fuck out of this episode.
I was like,
He was my bro. I'll say something. Oliver, I knew Oliver for 8 years.
Like, hold on. We've known each other longer than that.
Exactly.
Speaking of out of pocket motherfuckers, so we cut to the scene and were they in the cave because they gotta track down William because apparently he's a paragon that's gonna bring everybody together, and all the heroes come up, and I'm noticing someone and I'm looking and I'm like, Lila, who let you back in the house?
So everybody cool with the fact that she betrayed? Everybody cool with the fact that she betrayed everybody?
And then later on, she's like, damn it, we gotta save William because Oliver helped me put my family back together. That you wrecked.
And Barry had a hand in that.
That you wrecked.
So no one talks about the whole Lila being a...
Exactly.
Yeah,
like you had a costume and everything.
And the fact that William didn't even in the future arcs, William didn't even remember being kidnapped, and that this mystery woman came to save
This
him.
is
That
the
looks
same
his
motherfucker
sister.
in the future that conveniently forgot that the island that they went to train before Crisis was where his mama died.
Question, is his mom alive?
No.
We
Damn, 'cause I was
certain people
like
don't
fixing
So that's also my bad.
Yeah, like,
So we can't give Homeboy his
Yeah!
can't give him his arm back. Other Laurel can't come back.
Hold on,
We gonna get to that.
You hold your horse. And you know what? To round out this train, we gotta get into those laurels. And you know what? Since we're getting into laurels, how about we start with Laurel?
Let's talk about Laurel.
So let me get this straight.
Let's set it up.
So Laurel walks in to Lance.
Oliver died. Lamb didn't know. And he recreated the universe and he brought everybody back, but he didn't bring back the other me.
So
why is he crying?
because she feels like she doesn't deserve to be here, which is true.
She don't deserve to be anywhere.
So apparently,
She deserves to be in jail.
so when Oliver gave birth to the universe, he was able to pick and choose who got to live and who got to die. So apparently, his mom got to live, his baby mama stayed dead, and the Laurel of this earth. They even brought back Tommy Merlin.
They got married or something.
They were married in this universe.
Yeah, and that was another thing. I was like, so we just recreating retroactive continuity.
So, where's Walter?
Shut up. Shut up.
Where's
Walter.
Walter?
He's off being British somewhere.
Walter.
He's off being British somewhere.
Oliver's black father.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. We had too many Negroes on the show.
We hit the minority quota.
I guess Vixen didn't make it to the big funeral, even though it was Oliver's friend from back in the day or whatever.
What?
Yeah.
When she first appeared on the show
She's
at
like
the beginning
Oliver.
of Animated, like she was.
Like,
Oliver
you
brought her in on that episode,
You know who else wasn't there?
but fuck it,
Katana wasn't there either. Why couldn't we bring
she
Katana
was not there.
Mm-hmm. But we had our Asian quota because
Emiko.
Yeah.
So well, let me get this out of the
We
way.
bring her back to life, but we just changed this bitch's personality outright.
I heard what happened. She literally just. Now, to be fair, she was looking kind of cute, but like literally, you just walked in like I was in the show for a season. Like
I did some stuff. Guys.
yeah, I did some stuff, and maybe I was dead, but he was my brother too.
And then Moira, because we gotta make her look like the bigger person. You can come over to the house anytime you want. You should be in fucking jail too, because you the reason she was fucking up 2 seasons ago.
Exactly. Weren't you the one who prevented them from sending money to the famme?
On top of that,
that was Robert all on his own. The fucked up shit Moira did was told William's mother,
Get the hell out of here.
get your fucking baby and get the fuck out of town,
Take this money.
Exactly. Go to Flash Town.
bitch. That's what she did.
But she also did the culling or whatever that shit was.
Yeah.
Well, no. But
Maybe that
no.
happened.
Oliver erased those sins because mommy has to stay pure. So another laurel I have to give out to this show is the way that it ended. Period. I think this show did horrible justice to Stephen Amell. Yeah, and this was a sad way to send him out. Yeah, you had everybody crying and shit, but that's not the way you send out the hero of the city. For like all this vigil shit was bullshit. Like this.
So I agree and disagree with you.
Okay.
And I agree with you because we literally had it for the Crisis episode, the episode before that, and this one. Like,
It was too much.
There's no more fucking tears left. Like, at this point, I'm fucking done.
Now-
Just turn the shit off.
Not only did you disrespect him by killing him twice, which means the second one wasn't as
The first one wasn't as impactful as the second one.
Yeah.
The only thing you did with that first one was show him as undignified as possible. You basically said he got his ass whooped.
Like, and that's the thing. That's why when people were like, they nailed Crisis, I was like,
No, the fuck they
didn't.
didn't.
They nailed it to the wall.
And then,
It sucked.
and then if you watch Crisis, to have another literally from an hour show, from a 45-minute show, 30 minutes of crying and dick sucking and 10 minutes of awesomeness, I was like, this is a sad way to go out. Like, even Stephen Amell was like, yo, I was kind of disappointed with the way they shot this, because he was like, this is my show.
So to be fair, he was not in the last episodes per se. But my thing is, if you felt that way, you should have taken more control of that. And I know there's a thing because he had whatever anxiety or whatever, and he had been going through some shit and whatnot. But my thing is, like, if you passionate about something, you gonna push through to the end.
Well, my thing is,
that it's
like, I
done
think,
right.
and for the most part, I think they took it out of his hands too, because they was like, hey, yo, you're pretty much done.
So let me tell you
and,
why.
and they shouldn't have done that.
So let me tell you why I call bullshit on Stephen Amell feeling the way he feels about that last episode. Because before this shit aired, like back in 2019, through October and shit, he was tweeting and shit talking about this episode I shot was. We cried, y'all. We all cried. So he seemed like he liked it back then.
He had to promote it, I guess.
I don't give a. You didn't have to get on Twitter, like you didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
You could have just said, "Watch Arrow, y'all."
I'm gonna say this: even since last October, I think that the promotional stuff has been out of Stephen Amell, Emily Rickards, and David Ramsey's hands for a minute. All the promotion has been on the future kids.
Yeah,
Whatever their names are.
And we
Because
don't
they wanted to
want
pump
them.
up they wanted to pump up the spinoff, and they wanted to pump up Crisis.
But all in all, I thought this was just a sad wrap up to the series. It was a letdown. I mean,
Personally, I'm just confused by all the time travel stuff, because how is this going to line up back with Mia's actual present?
okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you for bringing that up. So we've already established that she can go to the past, right?
Yeah.
We've already established the Wave Rider. So the last episode, William got kidnapped.
And she brings it up this episode.
And she's like, he's been gone for weeks. I'm like, bitch, you fucking up. You just gonna let this ride?
So here's my question: you have access to a time machine. Access to a time fucking machine.
Exactly.
Why not go to 10 minutes before that shit popped off? Catch the motherfuckers who did it and find out what's going on.
And here's the thing: it's not like for people that are like, she can't just call White Canary for favors. I understand that, but literally the last shot we saw of Mia is she's looking at the statue in present day. She turns to the left, she keeps walking, and a portal opens up to her room in the future, and she walks through. Yes. No.
Who did that?
Sarah didn't. She didn't whip the Wave Rider around like, come on, we going to the future. Nope. A portal opened up and she walked through the portal.
So Oliver did that then.
No.
He can't do that.
He gone. He
Because
dead.
that was the
I say you, he dead.
Exactly.
I thought he was a Spectre. I don't know.
Shut up.
I don't think they know if he's a Spectre or
They don't-
not.
I don't even think the writers know what a specter is.
Exactly.
Okay? So all in
They were
all,
probably explaining it to them like the Spectre wears a cloak, so the shit he already wears. No, he's different.
So the Spectre is like a spirit of vengeance. So the shit he already been doing?
Did
Fuck y'all.
y'all not think it was trashy for him to bring his exes up in the funeral?
you mean the women who've been trying to kill you this time, and now that you're dead, they want to be over your body. I just thought it was like,
And what happened to Talia's face? And
She got messed up back in prison or something like that.
I don't care. I don't honestly care. All I know, this was a sad showing. You could have done a better to send the show off, and it shows like this season sucked ass. Like
out of 10 episodes, remember I said all 10 had to be banger. Out of 10 episodes, half of an episode was banger.
not even half, like 10 minutes of an episode was a banger. Like this was the mumble rap album of the season, and everybody should be ashamed of themselves. And I love the fact that Oliver is able to stop all the crime and start in Star City.
Exactly.
You know, they didn't say nothing about the Glades.
That's
They didn't
just
say
like saying racism is over.
so. You know,
And I'm sorry, we still gotta discuss Diggle as Green Lantern. Let me tell you why this shit is fucking dumb. So, because as a fucking Green Lantern, this motherfucker has a family. He gonna go into space? That's stupid. That's fucking dumb.
tag me in. You know what's so dumb about introducing the Green Lantern Corps? It nullifies everything that just happened in Crisis. You telling me?
They just
Don't-
let that shit
don't-
ride.
The Guardians just let Crisis ride.
You telling me all of Oval wasn't released for this? The planet should have been lit with Green Lanterns.
Exactly.
Kilowog should have been the monk.
The universe is ending.
This is
and
Killer-
we relying on Arrow Guy, Fast Baby, because that's what the Flash is. He's a fast baby.
And if you just
Super Child.
and you know what else that tells me? You know what else that tells me?
What?
If Diggle's getting the ring, you know what tell you who also exists?
Hal Jordan.
Boom!
Where the fuck was he?
This is his sector. So by introducing him, that's a lot of questions you gotta
But they
answer.
already confirmed Hal Jordan existed on Arrow.
Yeah, it's just
That's
just
not-
Jordan. Yeah.
If I'm looking, you know what? Fuck Crisis and fuck this season. So honestly, they failed this season, and you know what? Stay tuned because we have an episode
into
coming
that
up
shit.
where we're gonna actually guys give you the breakdown of where Arrow failed. And
By the way, do Donna have to follow Diggle everywhere? She moving to Metropolis too.
you know what would have been awesome if she would have ran into a guy named Wildcat. But you know what?
You know, it would have been even more awesome if they explained how she went from 2020 to 2040.
No, that's too much. Because you know what? She could have just rolled off and met up with some dude named Wildcat, and that could have been it.
But that's what pisses me off. We watched Sarah walk through a portal to get to the future.
Mia.
So, I mean, I'm sorry, Mia.
Yeah.
So when Dinah gets on her bike, the first thing I'm thinking is, oh, I know, she gonna be riding down the street and a portal gonna open up and she gonna be like, what the hell? And just go through. Nope, didn't happen. Didn't fucking happen.
So all in all, fuck this. Let's move on to something a little more interesting. All right, now we back. Just had to finish taking out the trash, but now we got something good for you. Today, we are featuring this week's episode of Black Lightning. Now, there's a lot that's going on right now. There's still the revolution going on in Freeland, and Odell is feeling it. As a matter of fact, he's in panic mode. We've never seen him like this before in our lives. There's a lot of great
paying attention.
There's a lot of great stuff that's been going down in the episode and a lot of new information that we just received. As a matter of fact, you know what? Let's get into it.
So I would like to start first. So
Let's do it character by character.
Okay. Well, what character?
What-
this ain't a character. So I sit down, open my computer, turn the episode on. See, the episode is called the Book of Markovia, Live Addiction, and I'm like, okay, so I guess they want us to keep doing this on the air. I felt like we got trolled this week. but we'll dig deep into that. Who you want to dig into
First person I want to dig into is Jennifer.
Yeah.
So,
Jennifer
Pierce-
come catch the slander.
And you know what? She was about that life for most of the episode. One of my favorite encounters is when she walks into Jefferson and she's like, Jefferson. I mean, she's like, Dad, I gotta tell you something. I've been working for Odell, and I got some bodies on me. he was like, wait, what? She's like, yeah, I'll kill a couple motherfuckers. But you know what? Let's add Odell to that list. So Jefferson is Pierce.
So this is my thing about Jen. Because even though she's saying anything so cavalierly, just so like, you know, gangster and whatnot, I don't like it. Like her character comes off as sociopathic.
So I'm gonna say this.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say this. For as much shit as we give Lynn, I feel like Jennifer has been the worst character on the show based on what they've been giving her as far as a story.
Well, let me
and
find-
this episode was a prime example because, okay, yeah, she goes up and tells her dad what's going on and whatnot. And then near the end of the episode, like, all this bout it gangster shit that she was spitting don't mean nothing because then Khalil pops up and she literally fucked up that whole mission.
And that was when I was telling you about a bad part of this episode. That's what the part of this episode that didn't make sense. So Khalil is released to kill the entire Pierce family. The Pierces kidnap Odell and sitting there torturing him. Khalil shows up and about to kill Rex shop, and Black Light is like, boy, I'm grown.
He didn't even use the powers. He was just like, I'm
Great fight scene. Let's get that out of the way.
That threw me off. Khalil been talking about, I want to give me a real challenge, and then he walked.
and all the martial arts he knows.
And Melissa was like, Dad, don't let him touch you. Then she just
Jefferson Alexander Pierce.
his whole foot in that motherfucker's ass.
He was giving him grown man punches.
Exactly.
He was like he walked in and he was in his daughter's room, like that type shit. Like he was like they was solid.
All that martial arts didn't mean a damn thing.
All that, you know, if I poke you in your ankle, I can explode your heart.
Fuck you!
He was just beating his ass from the kitchen
to the
to the dining room. Hold on. Let's play guess what room I'm in. It was a toilet, a sink, and a vitamin cabinet. Like he whooped his ass through their house. And then
Jen come in like, $1 bill now. Khalil!
No. That ain't what happened. Anissa said, I want a piece. Hey, yo, Dad, break me off a piece. And Jefferson was like, here, get all you want.
She was like, work him out. Give him a 2-piece.
So, while they...
Hold on. Do y'all remember Don't Be a Menace when they stomped dude out? That was it.
So while they stumping him out, while they're stumping him out, Jen is freaking out because she's like, wait, that's
Khalil.
That's Khalil. And I'm thinking, okay, you know your family. You know they wouldn't be attacking him unless
there
they
was something wrong.
Exactly. And you know they wouldn't go this hard unless something was really fucking wrong.
And that's the thing, like, she justified why Jefferson and Anissa didn't tell her anything.
Exactly.
Like the Khalil shit and the Odell shit that they had him and whatnot. First of all, they had just scooped him up. So of course they didn't have time to tell him A. B, how can they trust you when you leaking their secret identities to Lori Allen shit?
Exactly.
Like, they don't know this motherfucker.
So Jen ends up using her powers to restrain both Black Lightning and Thunder. And they like, let us go because you're fucking up the plan. And here's the part that gets me. Because Jen gets mad that Anissa didn't tell her. But Anissa never had the chance to tell her.
Exactly. No one did.
Because when Anissa got poisoned, Gambi only found out shortly afterwards, and when Anissa went to meet the family, crisis happened.
On top of that shit,
Jan was spazzing out on the table.
Exactly.
On top of that shit, like, it seemed like and this is maybe scripture or whatever, but like, Jen was so separated from the family the entire season because she was dealing with that boy.
Well, not even just that, but how dare you get mad because they don't tell you about Khalil, even though we established they didn't have time to tell her about Khalil. When you literally was killing motherfuckers and going on missions with the enemy and you didn't tell nobody.
Not to mention, then you led the enemy to the hideout.
Exactly.
Oh, because
and then got mad because she was like, so y'all scooped Odell and y'all didn't tell me? You don't run this.
Exactly.
Show's called Black Lightning.
like, they had a plan and everything. They were going to use Odell's likeness to call off the strike, thus ending the revolution. And this bitch wants to roll in there because she's so hate-fueled and everything, and rah, and disturbing. And then, if she would have let them go 5 seconds earlier, they would have caught Odell.
I'm starting to think when all her molecules dispersed before crisis, a little piece of Mia got imprinted on her. Because this was literally the Mia plot when Oliver was trying to get the shit, that's literally what happened. Had the shit Odell was about to do. It's right there in his hand. And then she popped in. Y'all took Odell and y'all didn't tell me. Shut up.
So, moving on, we got to talk about Lynn. Let's get into Lynn.
Ooh.
So let's talk about this.
Okay, so first of all, I want to say, when Lynn gets her gummy vitamins back, her gummy berry juice,
Her crack.
she cleans up nicely. Like that was a quick transformation.
Stop endorsing drugs.
She looks like a functional, highly functional human being.
Because here's the thing, because now I've been saying this for the longest. Had they made the choice to not put her on drugs, had they not added that thing when they drugged her wine and just made it so that Lynn was doing all of this shit of her own volition, this would be a better character arc for her because it would draw comparisons between her and Jace. But now the drugs is just, it's fucking cartoonish.
It has nothing to do with it.
It has everything to do with that because every time you show those drugs, you basically giving her an out for the shit that she does.
Nope.
Having said that, yes.
No.
Having said that, I mean, you can argue it all we want, but the thing is, they're doing the drugs because they want to do a drug PSA and it's weak as shit. This is the only reason that they're doing this. They wouldn't call it Lynn's addiction and not show this heifer put drugs in her body.
Oh, we know that, but...
Having said that, now you can make superpowers. When was this shit episodes ago?
She's always been able to do that.
Yeah.
Because as a matter of
No,
fact...
she hasn't.
Because that was the suggestion.
The last time, they talked about it, Tobias told her to do that, and she literally used all the powers that he told her to do.
She was about to give it to him, and then all hell broke loose, and she had to escape the lab.
And that and you know this.
No, she just made that there because she had to test it on Homeboy.
Yeah, she already had the ability to do that though.
She knew how to do it.
But she didn't. It wasn't an exact.
She never made it before. She just made it now. But the last time they discussed it, Tobias was talking about you could easily do this and give me this power and that power. But she never actually made it.
And that's my thing. But I find it convenient that everybody can tell Lynn what she's capable of doing, but she's supposed to be the smartest one on the show now.
So what I was gonna say is that plot point that you brought up is, to me, a flaw that Black Lightning has is they bring up plot points and then a half a fucking season later
bring it back.
Yeah, and it's like we literally forgot about that.
I actually like that.
I hate that.
I like that when I forget about something. You want me to tell you why? So that's what brings up this whole point with Tobias that I like. So he was plotting that like Lynn had to get him out. I understand that. I guess
it's a little shaky.
It's a little hazy, but I'm gonna roll with this.
Yeah.
And because she can't kill him.
Actually, that lines up for me.
So
the fact that they had to get him out of there.
So they schooled his ass out there, and I love the fact that Lynn knew who he was. And that's one of my favorite reveals at the end when the Markovian dude claps him. Because I forgot about the Markovians. I forgot they were a thing.
Even though it's called the Book of Markovia.
Yeah.
But see, that's the problem. Like it's what makes the whole Odell thing stupid. Like, if you're gonna show us that there is this big threat, we need to see more of this threat. We don't need to see them peppered in because right now the invading threat looks like fucking ASA.
I will say Black Lightning over the seasons we've seen, they have a difficult time handling multiple story elements at once.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, the most egregious was the teleport.
Yeah.
You introduced him at the middle of one season, and he didn't come back until the middle of the end of the next season.
So now Tobias is in the wind, which means that he's now in the hands of the Markovians.
And Lynn and Homeboy.
Well, we don't know if they're kidnapped yet, but we'll just assume that they are. Because
no, they kidnapped. Did you see the preview?
And one
the
of the
preview for the next episode, Lynn was looking like Al Qaeda in the corner. They kidnapped her.
So she got.
and here's the thing about that, like, honestly, where were they gonna go with that after? So here's my question: where exactly were they going to take Tobias?
That's my question. The only place they can take him is possibly Gambi.
Yeah.
That's the only place.
See,
But-
yeah, but
but-
I don't know if she would have went to
But
Gambit
at the
because
same time-
everybody she don't want to talk to is over there.
and that's the because like I know you were saying like the whole escape thing was shaky, but honestly they had no. That was the logical choice for Lynn to do, so that's why I didn't really balk at that. What I balk at is where the fuck was you gonna put him?
So before we move on,
Okay.
we have to discuss a character that was involved in all of that.
Yeah.
The white boy,
Macklemore.
Macklemore,
Okay.
that you've been tripping over.
Is he a comic book character?
He is a comic book character.
Oh God! 'Cause I've been wondering why the hell
Yeah.
has he been getting so much screen time?
Yeah.
Who is he?
Okay, so I didn't figure it out until they actually gave us his name this episode. His name is Gardner Grail. He is known as the Atomic Knight. Do y'all remember Shining Knight from Justice League Unlimited?
Yeah.
He replaces Shining Knight as the new Shining Knight. But before that, he is the Atomic Knight. He wears a suit of armor and
So you're a regular dude with armor.
yeah, he a regular dude with armor.
So since we're getting off, I want to pivot off that one.
Mm-hmm.
Since we introduced the superheroes, somebody almost got his name. Head and Shoulders was like went to Jen and discovered that her family's like Black Lightning in the crew. And he was like, wait, when do I get my code name? First of all, chill. You ain't part of the team.
Exactly.
But he was like, oh, I could be Rock, I could be Geo. And right before he said it, they cut.
And we were saying that from the beginning that was their interpretation of Geoforce.
And I love how they're setting it up because not only they got Geoforce, they also got the
Technocrat.
Technocrat, and he's there. And the fact, so okay,
The outsiders are forming.
they're almost there. And let's get back to Khalil for a
I don't know if
second.
you noticed, even Homegirl, Grace was like, I can control it now. that shit was trash. Like, that's really fucking convenient, but sure, we'll let it slide. Just get you a suit and get the fuck back over here.
So we get Anissa gets reunited with Grace, which about time they introduce her back into to the story.
I'll say something about that. When that popped up and Anissa and Grace was a kid, man, I was getting pissed off because I was like, "Fuck, Anissa, you cheating on Grace? What the fuck?" And then they pulled back, and I was like, "Oh, I jumped the gun. That's great, my bad." I was about to get mad. I was like, "You ain't learned shit, trifling."
This is some crisis shit.
So let me hop back for a second. So after the Pierce got done whooping up on Khalil, after they got done beating his ass, they drag him back to Gambit. And they tried to explain to Jennifer that,
He's been rebuilt, brainwashed.
brainwashed the brain chip. Here comes Technocrat. Apparently he can talk to the technology that's inside of Khalil. And apparently Khalil is trapped deep inside the tech where he can finally give a message to Technocrat to let Jen know that he's still in there. So now they're trying to figure out what to do with him now that he's still kind of compromised. Now,
So maybe a new member of the Outsiders?
well, the Outsiders are pretty stacked as is, but you know what? Why not add another member?
He did ask for a suit.
But they are going to do it because they want to set. It's a CW love triangle.
Yeah, he gonna be the Sasuke. He gonna be running in and out of the Leaf Village and shit.
I killed my mom. I gotta go over this self-discovery.
Obsession. Uprooting. So let's go talk about somebody else. I want to talk about Odell. Now, before anybody gets to anything, I have to say this: Odell's from Gotham.
So, I don't care. I literally do not care.
So this is my thing. You from Gotham, and I like that, but like you need to go back. It's something you need to check back in Gotham. She's running roughshod.
There's some shit you need to handle.
Exactly. Put her in her place.
So I'm gonna say this. That makes sense because his plans are stupid, just like a regular Gotham villain, and why the shit's been failing.
No, this is why I think it was great because I believe that he somehow has some allegiance with Cadmus.
Is Katniss
Katniss
in
is
Batgirl?
in,
Batwoman.
So here's the thing, like, it doesn't really matter unless all those other CW shows come over to them.
Right, because
And-
I don't think Kevin's been introduced on the CW. It has been introduced in Titans. So, whatever.
Wait, I think Katniss has been introduced in Supergirl. Vaguely.
I don't know.
I wouldn't know. Don't watch the show.
Okay.
But so going back to Odell gets captured, and he's sitting in the chair, and he's like, "You're gonna have to pretty much kill me because I ain't gonna tell you
He
nothing."
was like, you know when this is done, you have to kill me, right?
There is no half stepping on this.
I gotta make some comparisons. Y'all remember a couple of seasons back on Arrow when Roy got captured and they were torturing him?
Even they beat him with the telephone books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And remember how we laughed at that?
Uh-huh.
I had fucking chills on Gambit.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
There's a reason why. because Gamby has a portfolio.
yeah. Because when they was doing it.
We've seen his resume.
Yeah, because he was like, I'm going to take this and I'm going to jam each one of your foot. And I was like, I know this motherfucker's record. He's for real.
And here's the deal: like there was no hesitation.
Yeah.
I've seen Gamby inject a man with venom.
Exactly.
It was like he was describing how he's gonna make a sandwich.
Did you see his gun action when all that shit broke out?
Oh yeah, yeah. You're like, I gotta go. y'all clean the shit up. I'm out.
Like he was making a goddamn sandwich. That's how easy it was.
So Odell, he's in a chair. They about to put the tools on him, and he starts quoting MLK. He starts quoting Bible scriptures. He reads a little bit preamble from the Constitution. I was just like, "You got any more?"
At one point, he quoted Tupac's Thug Life.
And they were like, "We got it." I was like, "Oh, okay. I see where they're going with this. They just needed some distress from him so they can do some voice shit."
But we gotta throw this out here too. Beforehand, at the beginning, he was giving Buffalo Gal a business. He just keeps fucking up. I'm like, maybe if you had Braxton there, like he was getting shit done. Like all she does is walk up in there and be like, "If it done,"
And people would be like, "What?"
and then she failed again. What?
What was her mission? This episode?
Honestly, I actually have to defend Buffalo Girl for a second. Odell blamed everything on her.
She was in charge.
Okay, but you can't blame Braxton getting his ass whooped on me. I wasn't out there fighting.
She didn't blame that on him.
Yes, he did. He was like, one of my dudes is in the OR right now because of you, and I was like, she wasn't even there.
Let me tell you why he blamed it all on her. Because when he got shot, I got shot. She was in command. And then he comes back and shit ain't getting done. Like, bitch, I left the shit in your care. What are you doing? Put that beret on and go put some work in. Everybody got to put work in on these streets.
I need boots and asses right
Exactly.
Speaking of work in these streets,
now.
let's talk about Lala.
A character who hasn't shown up since like episode 10.
Exactly.
Episode 1 of season 3.
Or as I like to call him, the for sure velour. So Lala,
This motherfucker got another outfit.
first of all, his beard is on fleek. Like,
Yeah.
that shit is like. But I got a pushback right quick. So all this shit's going on in Freeland, occupying ASA and the resistance, and you still just try to sell drugs?
Yeah.
Well, he's selling guns.
selling guns to the community.
I'm sorry.
He stepped up. Ain't no more
But
green
see,
light.
here's my thing about that though.
They
like,
sold all the green light. One woman came and bought all the green light.
What's her name? Man?
Her name was Glenn.
But my thing is so small time. So my thing is now he's trying to get back to taking over the streets, and he discovers that there's another crew making money and they're not giving him none. I'm thinking in the grand scheme of things, this doesn't mean shit.
It kind of does, because what they're showing is that there are people out there who's taking everything that's going on in Freeland with the Markovians and the ASA, and they're fucking distracted. They're over there.
So
He saw an opportunity and he moved in. When who we're about to discuss pops up and he sees that they moved in, he's like, "Nah, I was here first."
here's the thing, because I gotta tag with him on this. Like, So when they was at the place that we not gonna reveal yet,
No,
like
go ahead, go ahead.
the brothel,
Okay.
like
Who's
saw
brothel?
Lady Eve's brothel. We saw fucking white men in suits in there.
You know who we also saw? Wyclef. He was in the brothel.
I totally missed that. And then it's a big juxtaposition to see all of that stuff going on, and then they just conveniently skip this brothel with all these white men and these other dudes getting their dick sucked.
So I got. I don't know where the brothel is, and at this point, it's like whatever.
Freeland. because homeboy has a problem with it.
But we get back, and now he's there trying to shake Lady Eve down for money. And actually, no, he wants her whole organization now, and threatens her. And he'll kill her and make sure that she can't be resurrected.
Which was another thing I had a problem with. One, are you really gonna kill the only guy that was bringing your ass back to life? Two,
The guy who's died like multiple.
exactly. Two, when he came back, he got powers. Why didn't Lady Eve get powers?
We don't know if she didn't or not.
Yeah, we don't know yet.
Well, apparently she didn't because she bent the knee quick.
Well, one thing is, technically, he's an immortal.
So here's the thing about that, and this may be shaky. The reason why I say he got powers and she didn't is because I feel like they established he was using green light before he died.
I don't know.
I don't remember, but because I connected to the green light kids that were coming back to life with powers, and I thought he was supposed to be one of them.
All I know is
See, that's the thing though, because that happened so long ago, you can't remember if that was an actual plot point, or if that's something we created to help make that make sense.
And I feel like, and so here's the thing, like, I don't have too much of a problem with Lala's storyline or whatever. Just connect that shit up to everything that's going on.
Because they mentioned the briefcase again. Homeboy said, I think he found someone that can break the briefcase code. The briefcase even still matter.
Do you know what I think is gonna happen? I think because the outsiders are a team and Lynn got a team, and I think Tobias is gonna be.
What's Lynn's team?
I want to hear what's Lynn's team.
Y'all want to know the name? Big Bang Theory. That's what we calling it. And I think Tobias is gonna roll up and be like, "That's the problem with y'all."
So, two
I need
things.
y'all.
First thing before we get there.
Okay.
First thing, Tobias let it all out. He knows that Lynn is married to Black Lightning. I don't know if this has actually been spelled out before.
Yeah.
It's been spelled out before?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And she tried to play it off.
Yeah, Lynn tried to play it off.
Her acting is terrible because she had to crack it.
No, I'm not.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not married to Jefferson. I mean,
Man, she took some green light.
I'm sorry.
So Lynn and Tobias are out in the woods.
Yep.
They camouflage stuff to war out. And Tobias is like, you know what? Thank you for helping me out. Bye, bitch. He swings so hard. Like, he hit her like a grown fucking... And
That was three men.
Yeah, 3 grown fucking men.
that was extra abuse. Like, that puts you under the jail for that shit like that. At that point, Ike come up to you like, yo, man, you gotta chill.
Matter of fact, it's just the Ike meme.
It's just the Ike me like... But he frowned it. So he hits her. I'm like, oh shit. But then all of a sudden,
Lynn gave him this one like, motherfucker, have you lost your damn mind?
so his fist bounces off her face and nothing happens. And she's like, you think I prepare for a scrub like you? Huh? You think I prepare for your weak ass? And then Tobias is like, that's what I get, y'all, you black women. All you black women.
You remember when Dave Chappelle uppercut Godzilla?
So Tobias is like, that's what I get. I should have known all you black women is so tricky.
She didn't let her get the full sentence out.
Wait. And Lynn had the clap back of the century. while she was sitting there tasing his monkey ass. Shut your big lip, ass up. Let the taser sit there for a minute and knock his ass out. I at that moment stood up and applauded. At that
She
point,
must not have been high.
I was proud of it. I was proud of Lynn
See,
in
that's,
that moment.
but that's where addiction gets you though. It lets you see in 4D.
Exactly. She
and think
saw
outside the
4D.
box. She knew that was gonna happen.
She was like, that motherfucker gonna betray me.
See, old gullible Lynn would have just took the hit. You know,
She
not
wouldn't even
come
give herself power.
Old Lynn would have took the hit like,
He would have punched the shit out of her.
can I get some green light, baby? I promise I won't do it no more.
Her face would have caved in and he would have been like, oh shit, I thought you had powers, my bad.
You be rolling with black light. and shit.
Exactly.
What don't make sense is then she get tasered right afterwards. I'm
Yeah.
like,
The power immediately left you.
that's really fucking convenient.
But they were able to tase both you at the same time. But you know what? That's neither here or there. But
Yeah.
you know what? We finally get the Markovians. We've had an entire season of the ASA. I finally want to see what the big bag Markovians do.
We know what they do. They can clear a room. Did you forget? With no power. They cleared a room with no power.
And it was two guys.
with little guns.
Exactly.
So all in all, this episode it was pretty okay.
Yeah.
Pretty satisfactory.
10 out of 10.
I hope
I give it about a 9 because Lala was there.
I'll give it an 8 because of Jennifer. So all in all, I hope they keep the pace going. Honestly, this is one of the best shows in the CW so far.
And I'm glad that the crisis stuff didn't carry over too much and affect what was going on.
They did what you said, which was correct. They don't even Crisis doesn't even exist, and I love that fact.
So, speaking of crisis, and to comment on what you said earlier, I finally figured out what the name of Lynn's group is. It may not last for long, but I hereby dub thee the new fucking around gang.
I'll accept it.
So anyway, that's our take on that. Thank you guys for joining us for this episode of the Just Us Review. We give it to you straight and from the hip. Like and subscribe. We got plenty of stuff for you guys coming around. And by the way, February is coming up. So you know what that means? It's time for the power of color. That's right. Every day in the month of February, we will introduce to you a fictional character from the realm of cartoon that is a person of color.
And it's a leap year this year, so you getting 29.
I gotta put in an extra day of work.
So you strap the fuck in.
So, like and subscribe. Please stick around and stay tuned. And until next time, peace.